It's 4:30 in the morning and we do not want to be up right now. But today is the scariest and most dangerous part of our entire journey in toy cars. A 7-mile bridge with almost no bike lane on it. So obviously we want to go past it in the least trafficked time of the day, which is unfortunately sunrise. It's going to take about 2 hours to get there. On the way there, we have to stop at Home Depot, which has one of those flags that you can put on the back of your car to make people see you better. We're going to get some of those on the way. We literally pass right by it. And then we're going to the bridge. So we'll be there in about 2 hours. We're getting ready to go. I'm eating 1 hard-boiled egg and 1 yogurt before we get on the road. So I'm not starving. This is going to barely hold me over for today. Alright guys, it just started raining, so we're getting a little worried. We just checked the weather. We knew it had like a small chance today, but it looks like it's went up and it's at 66% chance. But we literally have to make it to Key West today because we already booked the hotel. Of course, we never do that in advance, but we did this time again. So we're gonna have to make it. The only positive is that after we get to the finish line, we're not using these cars again. So if we do break them, I really hope we don't break them. I want to keep mine after. I'm just trying to look at the positives. Alright, let's finish packing them. Got it all on tap. I'm loving your vibe, always have. Oh my god. This is freaky. I hope it stops. I really hope it stops. My car is getting soaking wet and it won't even turn on. Maybe the world doesn't want us to leave today, but Lauren abandoned me. She ran for shelter and I can't get shelter. Oh my god, this is so bad. Why is this happening? Everything is so... I have to make it to the front of the hotel for shelter. Oh my god. This sucks. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Oh god. All right, so now it's downpouring. We're under shelter. The entire car is soaking wet. The seat, the hoodie, Lauren's isn't. Her car started today. My car wasn't starting, so she was able to take shelter way quicker. My car is not working. It just didn't work when I pressed the pedal, so Lauren was able to take shelter a lot quicker than I was. So Lauren's not drenched at all. She made shelter in time. Backward, nope, it's the shifter. Oh. That means I have to unload the entire car, guys, to fix this problem. We have to turn the whole car sideways and fix it from the bottom of the car. Damn. First things first, we gotta get everything out of the tool bag. This is the tool bag. Got the screwdriver, it's electronic. I think Lauren went to breakfast, but I gotta fix my car, so I don't have that luxury right now. Hopefully she'll be back soon, but honestly, I don't need her help yet anyway. Oh god, so much dirt just fell out. Ugh. So now I have to undo the other side where the shifter is. Step 2. Alright, I unplugged the shifter. I'm going to try plugging it back in and then duct taping it to the connection. Alright, moment of truth. Does it work? Forward. No. It doesn't work. Alright, so now we have to try to reconnect all of the connections in the front of the car. They've all been plugged in, and now we gotta try one more time to turn the car on. Moment of truth, baby. Does the car move? Oh my god. I swear, guys, it's because we booked a hotel in advance. That's why we are in bad shape right now. All right, well, guys, we tried everything, but it's, you know, really early in the morning, and they're in California, so I'm just gonna keep trying to mess with things and see if I can get something to work here, because that's all I can do. But right now, it's looking like there's a very real possibility that I'm not gonna make it to the finish line, so this blows. This is one of our hardest days at 52 miles, and this had to be the way it started. Alright, so I just plugged in and replugged in a few wires. I did get the tire to spin while it was on its side, but let's see if it actually works now that it's as a car. If it does, I'm gonna have to loop it around a bunch to really feel like this is okay. All right, so I actually just checked. It's actually been an hour and 25 minutes of trying to fix this car, and we just got to get on the road at this point. So we have an idea. It's a little bit crazy. Here's the thing. We already booked the hotel in Key West. We paid a lot of money for it. Like, it's almost $500 a night because we need a spot to pack our merch orders. My mom, my sister's coming, like my family's coming, so we needed a big enough place. Lauren has an F1 race coming up. If she didn't have that coming up and we didn't have the thing booked in Key West, then we'd probably try to figure out a way to get this car to the finish line. But between her having to go somewhere right after the finish line and us already having a hotel booked, it just doesn't make sense. We're over an hour away in a real car, so to Uber back to try to fix this car even with spare parts would be so expensive. But we're not giving up. We're not giving up. The plan is we're gonna ask the front desk to hold on to all of our stuff. Our bags, everything that we have in the car. Then we are gonna take just Lauren's car to Key West. My car, we're gonna park it somewhere incognito in the parking lot with the rain cover on it. I'll come back to get it another day after the finish line. All right, so we're gonna try to figure out how to condense into one car and see what the hotel's willing to help us with here. This is a whole mess, but we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna ride over the bridge together in this. All right, so I'm pushing my car through the parking lot. I'm gonna leave it back somewhere over there with the rain cover on it for a few days until I can pick it up in a real car. All right, my car is officially in a bush. It's covered with a rain cover, but now Freddo Toys is officially awake for the day, so they just told me they could FaceTime me and help me work out fixing my car, and they have a pretty good idea of how to fix it. Issue is we already put my car in a bush with a rain cover on it, like far away, so. And we already packed Lauren's car with all the stuffed animals on it. All the stuff we were gonna pack with us for this trip. We already put both of our decals in the back of her car and everything. Like everything we just did for an hour and a half. So now we're trying to decide, do we take her car to the finish line or do we go dig my car out of a bush and try to fix it? So right now it's raining anyway, so we're just gonna get breakfast because there's nothing we can do while it's raining anyway. All right, now the sun is shining. I'm still soaking wet. I just spoke to Freddo Toys and they said that we should give it one more shot to try to fix it. Oh, actually I need to grab the tools. Let me grab the tools from my tool bag real quick and then we're gonna go and try our best to fix it. Even if we fix it though, we're not sure it's gonna be actually reliable. If it's not reliable, which we're pretty sure it wouldn't be, then we're going to have to rent a car at the Home Depot just to get it across the most dangerous part, which is the 7-mile bridge, because breaking down on that would be horrible. So if it has any sense of unreliability, we just can't take it over the bridge, which right now it looks like, yeah, that's a thing. All right, we're gonna go fix the car, guys, but the rain is back. It's like sunny rain. Today is rough. It's now 10:44 a.m. All right, so we were waiting out the rain, so we just took a nap and it's still raining. The radar looks like it's gonna basically be raining all day, all night till like 1 in the morning. Yeah. And as you guys know, today is the 7-mile bridge, which is already by itself incredibly dangerous at any time of the day. Least dangerous at sunrise in the morning. So we made a new plan. We wouldn't be able to do this if we were still doing this with the World Record Company, but now that we're not, we can pick a plan that's a little bit better for our safety today. So we already booked the hotel in Key West and it was almost $500 a night because there's a lot of stuff coming up. All the hotels were selling out. So we kind of had to make a decision and book it in advance for quite a lot of money. We obviously don't want to just lose the night. If we pay for this night again in this hotel for tonight, it'll be $300. So total between both hotels, we'd be $800 for one night. That is just not doable, guys. So instead, we came up with a different plan. Right now, we are gonna go pick up a minivan, like a real minivan. It's 2 miles away. We're gonna take Lauren's car there. Like both of us are gonna sit together in Lauren's car because my car's not working right now. We're gonna pick up the minivan. We're gonna come back and put my car and her car both into the minivan. Then we're gonna drive to the accommodation tonight in Key West in the minivan. We're leaving the cars in the minivan, except for if we take mine out just to fix it, but that's the only reason we would take it out is to work on it in the parking lot. Then we're gonna drive the cars all the way back to here at the Crack Acid Done tomorrow, the safest time to go over the 7-mile bridge. And we're going to make the drive for 52 miles tomorrow to get back to the accommodation in the toy cars. Tomorrow, there's no rain in the forecast. We can leave at the Crack Acid Dawn when is the safest time to go over the bridge, according to every police officer we spoke here. We can leave at the Crack Acid Dawn, which is what every single police officer we have spoken to said is the best thing to do. So for our safety, we're making this decision, but we will still do the exact same amount of mileages we would have done today. We're just gonna do them tomorrow, and the logistics are a little bit harder because that means tomorrow morning we have to start our drive in a real car for 1 hour before we can even start a toy car drive for, 11 hours, maybe 15 hours, I don't know, a really long drive. So basically we're doing the exact same thing but a different day without having to pay an exorbitant amount of money. So hopefully no one judges us for that. We just want to be safe, guys, and we still want to do the mileage. We just don't want to do it when my car isn't working and we're at an unsafe time of day and cars won't be able to see us if rain is blocking their windshields on this bridge, and it just keeps raining all day today. So this is a decision we have to make. Let's go get into Lauren's car and we're gonna go pick up a minivan. Let's do it. Lauren's car is soaked, even though it was under this. It got soaked anyway, so we're gonna be sitting in a drenched puddle, both of our seats. Yeah. All right, so this is what the car looks like to go pick it up at the rental place. I have to sit with all of this stuff here. My legs just go over it. That's why we took off the windshield, so my legs can kind of just go over the stuff. And then Lauren's gonna sit right there, and we're gonna make it to the rental car place, which is a little over 2 miles away. All right, we are on the road. 2 miles like this. The perk to being in the car that is the only car and not the back car is I haven't even had to put my safety glasses on today, guys. Normally these are on like immediately, but today there's been no dirt kicked in my face because I'm not in the back car. This truck is blocking the sidewalk. We don't know where to go.
Around it.
I gotta wait. All right, he moved out of our way so we can get up.
Thank you.
Minutes later.
So the guy at the counter does not think that we will be able to fit the toy cars inside the minivan. So he said to check it out before we book it. So that's what we're doing right now, is we are checking it out. He gave us the keys just to make sure we're in the clear before we book. All right, this is the van. We're moving it up a bit so we can just see inside it. I tried measuring it with my arms, but it was like exact. So we are going to empty the toy car and try to put it in and see what happens. All right, so the van didn't work, so we're gonna go ask him about this pickup truck. Pickup truck's a little bit harder though, because if we put them in the pickup truck, then when any rain comes, we have to try to protect the cars. We're gonna have to take them out of the car tonight if it's gonna rain at all, and then load them back in the morning. So it's way more work, but I don't think we have a choice here. I'm literally scrounging my brain for other options that isn't like a $300 hotel right now, in addition to the $500 one we already paid. So I don't know. It looks like it's gonna rain again any moment, so Lauren pulled the car here and we are unloading everything to right there so that none of the stuff gets wet. And then we're gonna bring the actual car back over to the pickup to see if it fits inside. The guy gave me the keys to try it. So I have to go book the rental car because of insurance reasons. It has to be under my name. But that means Lauren has to get all of the stuff over to the actual car and load it up while I go and book it. So she's got this. She's got this. All right, so now we're in a real car, which feels absolutely insane. We are so big and tall in this car. Lauren, I can tell, is so excited to drive a real car.
If anyone doesn't, for those who don't know me, I love driving. Whether it's a toy car, real car, I love driving. Don't care. Don't discriminate.
So I'm in the passenger seat as of now. I just gotta call the insurance, make sure this is all good, but it should be good. We should be fine. I'm calling them right now. But we are going to now figure out all the logistics. She is going to text the mechanic that we just met who offered to help me with my toy car. Lauren's texting them right now to see what time they're available to meet us, because they are really close to here, because we really want to do that. That would be so helpful right now. If they're free right now, we'll meet them right now. If they're not free yet, then we're gonna go to the restaurant that other amazing guy we met offered for us to go to for lunch today. So to be continued. We're not sure which one's gonna happen yet. I'll update you guys in a bit. It feels wild to be in a real car. Whoa. But we do have to be back here at like 3 in the morning tomorrow. And in a real car, the hotel tonight is still an hour away. That means in order to get back here at 4 a.m., we have to leave by like 2:45 in the morning. So it's gonna be a little rough. We're gonna have to go to bed early tonight. We're trying to see if we have to lay down Lauren's car because my car's not in there wedged too to make it stop from falling over. All right, so the car's wiggling too much, so now we're gonna try to lay it flat a little bit more because it was a little sketchy when we were watching it in the back. All right, guys, we're gonna go to Lazy Days, the food place, because the mechanic's not available just yet to help us with our cars, or with my car specifically. So we're gonna get food first, then hopefully fix my car with his help, and then we'll be on our way to Key West, which will take a little bit over an hour in a real car. And then tomorrow morning we will drive back here in a real car and then drive back there in a toy car. Yeah, it's complicated. It's complicated. Let's go get food. I'm starving. All right, we made it to Lazy Days, where the guy told us he made us a reservation. Guys, we went 4 miles to get here, and it only took like 5 minutes. That would normally take an hour. That was wild. That was absolutely wild. Mind-blowing. All right, we're going inside to eat. Guys, look at this table. It's beautiful here, guys. The perfect view. I love it. All All right, so we're leaving the lazy days. I got a shirt for Brandon. He's gonna be so happy with the gift. Right now we are going back to the Hampton Inn where we left my car in the bush. I am really hoping the car is still in the bush. We're gonna go there and try to fix it now. God, I will be like devastated if the car is just not in the bush anymore. Oh my God, I don't even know what I would do. I would lose it. So it better still be in the bush. And then we're going to work on fixing it. Coming soon, hopefully. We're on the way to the hotel now. I think it's like 10 minutes by real car. So this guy is the one who's gonna help us fix the car. All right, so the car's still in the bush. We gotta get it out of here. All right guys, so I just called Eric from Freddo Toys and we're waiting for a FaceTime call from someone on his team to help us walk through what all the different wires are and what they think we should be doing right now as well and get some input from the toy car company. So I'll let you guys know when they call. Okay, so he just checked Lauren's car and my car is missing a piece. All right, so we just realized that last night I switched the front and the back tires. Oh my God, this was a user mistake, guys. This was my fault. Remember last night where I was like, I'm such a good toy car mechanic? Well, apparently I'm not a very good toy car mechanic, guys.
You should let me do it.
So I think I broke my own car. I put the back tires in the front and then put the back on wrong. So, okay, well, we know that now. Don't touch anything, ever. Cassie, you are not a toy car mechanic. Guys, it's working! Woo! Classic user error.
Classic.
We're good. The cars are loaded. They look so tiny when they're in such a big truck. All right, guys, so the cars are loaded up. They are strapped in by Thomas. Thank you so much, Thomas and Liz. You guys saved our lives today. Like, oh my God. I can't believe I broke my own car, but I'm really happy that Thomas is able to fix it. And now I learned for the future that I am a horrible toy car mechanic. So we have 10 hours until we have to be back here and an hour and 15-minute drive each direction. So we don't have a lot of time to get our bags from the front desk. We also left Lauren's windshield hidden in a bush. So we're gonna pick that up right now, then get the bags. Then we'll be on the way to Key West and check in and hopefully get a little bit of sleep before we have to be back here in 10 hours from now. Guys, this is the bike lane we're gonna be on tomorrow. This is the 7 Mile Bridge. Right next to us, right there. There used to be this pedestrian bridge over here that went the entire length of it, but it got slightly destroyed. I think it was a hurricane, but see there's a gap in the pedestrian bridge. That gap is the reason why we can't go over the pedestrian bridge. I wish they would have just fixed it. We were really hoping they'd fix it by the time we did this, but they didn't. Instead, it's like 2 really long piers where you can look out from one side and be like, can't make it. So that sticks us with this tomorrow. Oh my God, so nervous. Guys, the toy cars made it in the real car. They're here. Now, here's the only thing. I'm a little bit nervous. We are leaving them here tonight, so that scares me a little bit. I don't want them getting stolen. I don't want to say that too loud. That would be horrible if something happened right before the finish line to them. The one nice thing is we are in this covered area with 2 walls on either side, so really the only people who are looking at them are people parked in these spots. I think I'm also gonna try to just shove the rain cover around it a little bit to try to make it a little bit more incognito. I did find this luggage cart because our stuff after today of repacking, unpacking, me and Lauren combining our bags together this morning thinking that we were gonna be traveling just in her car. Everything is so jumbled. So what we really need to do is just throw everything on the cart, we're ring it upstairs and make it a later problem. Yeah, this has to be a later problem. So let's load this baby up. All right, so we are all packed up. Issue is that I can't find the wire harness to my car, which is like an essential piece to make it turn on. So hopefully it's in this pile of stuff right here, because if not, we won't be able to leave tomorrow. I did like triple check the ground before we left the last place though, so I don't understand how it couldn't be in here, so fingers crossed, yeah. All right guys, so it's the last thing of the night is always to plug in everything before going to bed. Because tomorrow we have 52 miles to do. which the crazy thing is that we're going 52 miles just to make it back to exactly where I'm sitting right now. That's a little bit weird to think about, but that's fine. It's fine. That's what we're doing. So I'm gonna plug in all these batteries, plug in all of this stuff, and it is officially the end of the night. I hope you had an awesome day with us. We have raised over $16,000, guys, to save animals, which I am so excited about in our fundraiser. So thank you so much for everyone who has donated to help our cause, because we didn't give up the chance at the record in order to continue to save animals, and it means so much to us for anyone who supports our goal. Tomorrow is gonna be a whole nother day of frantic, I am sure, but I hope I end up right back here at a time that's maybe not too late in the night. Is that too much to ask for? Maybe. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 56 on the road. Holy moly, that sounds insane to say. All right, love you guys, bye. Here's the logbook page for day 55. So today we went 2.3 miles because of everything that happened with my car. We only went to the airport. The average speed was 2.64 miles. Max speed was 9.38 miles per hour. Total distance so far, 543 miles, 0.509. Miles left until the finish line, 51.7 miles. And we drove to the Marathon Airport, so that'll be where we're starting off tomorrow.